Hi, I'm Adam. On Tuesday morning, I got a phone call from my friend Yasser. He said, "Hey Adam, I need your help." I asked, "What's wrong?" He said, "I want to send a package to my brother in Dammam." I said, "Okay, do you have the address?" He said, "Yes, but I don't know how to use the delivery app." I told him, "No problem, I can help you." He came to my house with the package. It was a small box, but it didn't have a label. I asked, "Where's the label with the receiver's name and address?" He said, "I didn't write it yet." I gave him a pen and paper. He wrote his name as the sender and his brother's name as the receiver. We checked the address twice to make sure it was correct. Then we used tape to seal the box. I asked, "Is it fragile?" He said, "Yes, it's a glass frame." So I added extra wrap inside and wrote "fragile" on the outside. We were ready to go. We drove to the delivery office near the main road. It was busy. Many people were there. There was a big truck outside, and inside, workers were moving boxes. We waited in line. I told Yasser, "Get your ID ready. They will ask for it." He said, "Thanks for reminding me." When it was our turn, we gave the package and the ID to the clerk. He looked at the label and asked, "Is this fragile?" I said, "Yes, please put a sticker on it." He added a red fragile sticker. Then he weighed the box. "It's 1.5 kilograms, he said. "That will be 42 rials." We paid at the counter and got a receipt. Yasser looked at the receipt and smiled. "It's my first time sending a parcel," he said. I said, "No worries, now you know how." We left the office feeling happy. The next day, I got a message from Yasser. He said, "My brother just got the package. It arrived fast." I said, "Good. Did he check the box?" He said, "Yes, it's perfect. Nothing broken." I replied, "That's why we wrote fragile and used strong tape." He thanked me again. The truck was ready outside. My uncle smiled. "Thank you, Adam." I said, "Anytime, Uncle." The next weekend, my cousin Fahad came to visit. He brought a package for his friend in another city. He said, "I don't have time to go to the office. Can you help me?" I smiled. "Of course. But let's check the address and the label first." He wrote the receiver's name, phone number, and full address. I said, "Good. Now write your name here as the sender." We found a strong box, and I helped him wrap it carefully. "It's fragile," he said. "It's a perfume bottle." So I added extra paper inside and sealed it with tape. We went to the delivery company again. This time, the office was busier. We had to wait 15 minutes. When it was our turn, I gave the ID and told the man, "This is a fragile item, please mark it." He put a red stamp on the box and gave us a receipt. We paid at the counter, 35 riyals. Fahad looked at the truck outside and said, "That's fast. It'll be in Riyadh tomorrow." The man said, "Yes, we check everything and drive all night." Fahad smiled. "Next time I'll know what to do." At night, Fahad got a message. "Your package has been delivered, signed and received." He looked at me and said, "Adam, you should open a small business. You're the parcel master now." I laughed. "Not yet, but I'll help anyone who wants to send a box with the right label, good wrap, strong tape, and full address. And never forget the receipt." We both laughed. And that was the end of our delivery adventure. After I came back from the delivery office, I remembered something important. I forgot to take a picture of the receipt. I needed it for the record. So I called the customer service number on the SMSA website. A man answered and said, "Good afternoon, how can I help you?" I said, "Hi, I sent a package today, but I forgot to take a picture of the receipt. Can you help me get a copy?" He asked for my tracking number and my ID. I gave him both. He said, "No problem. I'll send the receipt to your email." 5 minutes later, I received the email with the receipt. I was happy. That night, I sat in the living room with my brother. I told him the whole story. He said, "You're lucky. Sometimes things go wrong." I said, "Yes, but the service was great today." The next morning, I received a notification from SMSA. The package was delivered. I called my cousin and asked, "Did you get the package?" He said, "Yes, I got it now. Thank you so much." I smiled and said, "I hope you enjoy the gift." He replied, "I will. This was a nice surprise." Later, I wrote a review on the company website. I gave them 5 stars and said, "Fast and professional delivery, easy process, friendly driver, thank you." At the end of the day, I looked at the SMSA app again. I saw the delivery status and the time of arrival. Everything was clear. I felt good about the whole experience. Sometimes, small things like sending a package can teach us patience, planning, and attention to details.